Irving, someone is here to see you.
Okay, let me tell you quickly how it starts. This guy on the left, the Mage, and the guy on the very right, the Templar, summon you to a test of your abilities to resist demonic possession. And that's the beginning of the game, the very beginning. They say you are in the circle tower, and today you are facing your harrowing, which is the name of the test. And basically they send you into the realm of dreams. And that's where I fought a demon for an hour, yeah. I will show you in a moment. I think I still have a save game of that. But basically that's it. You enter the Fade, you talk to spirits and demons and beat the enemy, and you are sent back here to talk to this guy, to come to this meeting, and that's all that's happened really. Fast, enchanter!
Ah, if it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Is this why you had me summoned?
There is something else, but I wanted you to meet Duncan first. You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Why?
Mages are uniquely equipped to combat Darkspawn.
What do you mean?
The power you mages wield is an asset to any army. Your spells are very effective against large groups of mindless Darkspawn. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and Darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of Magi.
My leash, you mean?
Now, child, it's not that bad.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
What happens now?
Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I would prefer to talk now.
Impetuousness is ever the province of youth, I see.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
If I must.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Alright, let me save Duncan. Let's read that. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings, the Grey Warden sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed. Like many others, Duncan gave up his family name when he joined the ranks of the Grey Wardens, a symbolic gesture of cutting ties. He might say this was a convenience in his case, however. His mother was from Anderfels, his father from the Winter, and his childhood was spent in the Free Marches and Orlais. His people were everywhere, and his homeland was nowhere. He was given the almost impossible task of leading the Wardens in Ferelden, a kingdom that had thrown the Order out 200 years earlier. Facing local suspicions and hostility, he set about finding recruits. Okay, let me save and I'll show you the fade. Holy shit, I no longer have save games now. I deleted the last one just before you came in. This is in the Mage Tower already. Yeah. Maybe another one of these. Yeah, one of these will do. Yeah, let me show you the fade for a moment. This is where the game starts. This is the fade. That's a demon right there. This is where the game starts. It's a very small area, really. But yeah, it took me over an hour to finish it. Alright, let's go back to our task. No, this is not an open world game. Have you ever seen Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter? A discussion of blood magic. Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter, or the Old Republic. Obviously, you have seen the Old Republic. Not the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic. It's that same way. You have areas you explore, but it's not open world like Fallout. Uh, Blood Magic, the Forbidden School. Foul and corrupt, are you? Who have taken my gift and turned it against my children. The ancient Painters did not originally consider blood magic a school of its own. Rather, they saw it as a means to achieve greater power in any school of magic. The name, of course, refers to the fact that magic of this type uses life, specifically in the form of blood instead of mana. It was a common practice at one time for a magister to keep a number of slaves at hand, so that should he undertake the work of a spell that was physically beyond his abilities, he could use the blood of his slaves to bolster the casting. Over time, however, the Imperium discovered types of spells that could only be worked by blood. Although lyrium will allow a mage to send his conscious mind into the Fade, blood will allow him to find the sleeping minds of others, view their dreams, and even influence or dominate their thoughts. Just as treacherous blood magic allows the veil to be opened completely, so that demons may physically pass through into our world. The rise of the Chant of Light and the subsequent fall of the Old Imperium has led to blood magic being all but stamped out, as it should be, for it poses nearly as great a danger to those who practice it as to the world at large. From the Forest Schools, a treatise by first Chanter Josephus, Enchanter Josephus, whatever. So yeah, it's basically walled garden scenarios. Yeah, that's the name, isn't it? Walled garden scenarios. Is he a companion? Can I loot him? No. Maybe I can take him to the stockroom. Can I
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
Okay. I wanted... Yeah. I wanted to talk to you a little more.
Yes? What about?
Give me a second, Viserys, because I entered a conversation. Have there been many darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
Archdemon?
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
I thought the Darkspawn were destroyed in the last Blight.
We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back.
While we're Iming and Gregor arguing about the war.
It is not my place to comment.
Ooh. I can persuade him. Please, I would like to know.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and Mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must.
Yes, but they were arguing about the war.
Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
What are your opinions on the matter?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
Okay.
Yes, let's.
What boxes now? My inventory is this, and these black boxes are due to a bug in some or gray boxes, some mod. I need to fix that, or maybe not. It doesn't matter really. Yes, this is the inventory. Across the EU. Ah, these boxes. This is the quick bar. These are spells down here. These are consumables up here. This is an ability which I should put here. This allows me to craft things for which I need flasks apparently. Yeah. This is the meter for experience. What else? What happens if I touch this? Holy shit. Let's leave that there. Let's see if I can take him into the caves. That would be awesome. They are filled with fucking spiders, if I remember correctly.
Ah, the Grey Warden, and our newest mage. Is there anything I can do for you?
What's that door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon.
Fascinating.
But if you'll excuse me, I have quite a bit of work to attend to. Good day to you both.
Fuck. Okay. Maybe more of those conversations happen. Let's talk.
Did you see that Grey Warden? I hear he's trying to recruit a mage for his order.
Ah, what about him?
I hope you are well.
I've never played this game in the PC. When I played it, it was in the Xbox.
Ah, it's you again. Or at least I think it.
Okay. Then let's put him in his quarters.
Thank you for escorting me.
The Grey Wardens. The first Blight had already raged. For 90 years, the world was in chaos. The god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of the winter were silent, withdrawn. And the writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair. For everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Weishaupt fortress in the desolate Andersfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishaupt, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. They grew in number as well as reputation. What? Finally, in the year 992 of the Winter Imperium, upon the Silent Plains, they made the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of all armies of northern Thedas were lost to the fighting, but Dumat fell and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods: Dumat, Sazikel, Thoth, Andoral, Razikale, Lusakan, and Urthemiel. 4 have risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch throughout the ages, well aware that peace is fleeting, and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. Yes, I'm playing DLC I didn't play before. That's exactly what that means. You escorted Duncan. Okay. In fact, I think the only DLC I had was... No, it was nothing. Holy shit, Joe won. Ah, there is another quest here. Now the quest has opened. Okay. I can rename it. I will rename the other ones. Because the fate doesn't make much sense.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
I think I am for now.
I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Of course I do.
We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You better not be wasting my time.
It won't take long, I promise. We should be safe here.
You realize there's a priest standing right there.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Who are you?
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
Ah, I was beginning to doubt her existence.
I was afraid to tell anyone. Lily was becoming a chantry priest. She's taken vows. Lily's been given to the chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
Did you bring me here just to talk about your affair?
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
And what does this have to do with me?
I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
You have my word.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
Let's hope not. Tell me your plan, and make it quick.
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
What if it's a magical door?
We have no choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
no longer an apprentice. I know what I have to do.
We should stay here. One mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Yes, you will always know me.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
Born in blood and magic. New codex. Tranquil. Although apprentices do not know the nature of the harrowing, all of them understand its consequences. They either pass and become full mages, or they are never seen again. Those who fear to undertake this rite of passage, or those who are deemed too weak or unstable, are given the rite of tranquility instead. The actual procedure, like the harrowing, is secret, but the results are just as well known. The rite serves connection to a fate. The tranquil, therefore, do not dream. This removes the greatest danger that threatens a weak or unprepared mage. The potential to attract demons across the veil, but this is the least of tranquility's effects. For the absence of dreams brings with it the end of all magical ability, as well as all emotion. The tranquil, ironically, resemble sleepwalkers, never entirely awake nor asleep. They are still part of our circle, however, and some might say they are the most critical part. They have incredible powers of concentration, for it is simply impossible to distract a tranquil mage. This makes them capable of becoming craftsmen of such skill that they rival even the adeptness of the dwarves. The Formari, the branch of the circle devoted to item enchantment, is made up exclusively of Tranquil, and is the source of all the wealth that sustains our towers. From On Tranquility and the Role of the Faith in Human Society by First Enchanter Josephus. Hello, Bottle, how are you? Let's put numbers, let's put 0. So I can keep track of what I'm doing. Whatever. So I need to go and get the... I know that cave is a fucking mess. Holy shit, Irving, I'm not going to talk to him. So I won't go into a cave until I'm sure either that I cannot get companions into there, or yeah, or I'm forced just to move on. Let's talk to the Tranquil.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Yeah, Dragon Age 2 is also a good game. Not a great game, but up there. Is that how you greet everyone?
Do you find my greeting disagreeable? I apologize, but I am not inclined to change it. Do you need something?
What can I buy here?
The stockroom is not a shop. Your mentor should have clarified this. The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something?
I need a rod of fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
Why do you need to know?
It is procedure.
Fucking bureaucrats. Can the rods melt through metal?
Have you lost the key to a lock?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
I will set down that you require the rod to deal with a personal matter. Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter.